Welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. I'm here with the review with Kyle. This video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball has all the latest information on Newcastle United and every other football team in the Premier League. Hopefully we'll still be a Premier League team next season, Kyle, but on today's game it was an FA Cup game. What did you make of the starting 11? Bit of a mixture, wasn't it?
I was happy with the team. I was expecting Roberts to start, Longstaff starting as well. And I thought the first day of the team sheet would be Hayden because Rafa started him in recent games and he wasn't in. So I was I was actually quite happy because I don't want Hayden to play for because he wants away, didn't he? So I was happy with the team all round though, mate. Strong back four, at least I thought. Okay midfield, and I thought I knew Jocelyn was starting because obviously the young lad is away with his country, the under-21s, isn't he? So yeah, good team.
Couldn't have asked for a much better first 30 to 35 minutes. I thought when I was going to do this review later on, I was going to say a really professional performance, and we've made it really comfortable. It was just to get the job done and focus on the Cardiff game. Two great goals from two academy products, two local lads, both from North Shields.
Buzzing for both of them. I'm really happy for them.
What did you make of the goals?
I mean, Longstaff's was a bit of luck, but I don't care. I'll take it. I think he deserves it all. Honestly, I'm buzzing for him. And Callum Roberts as well. Big chance for him tonight. Wright was on the wall if he didn't do well, and yeah, he knocked out the park, mate. He did really well and buried his chance. So I'm buzzing for both lads to come through the academy and get the goals that they deserve, mate. Because all the hard work, it's paid off for them tonight. Just hopefully they keep it going. Football's
a funny old game. And in the space of 10 minutes, Blackburn scored 2 goals.
It's not football, mate. It's Newcastle. It's Newcastle. Supporting this team is it's just a painful marriage. Because even a away cup game where there's no pressure on the league, they still take the piss out of you, and it's how weird, man. I know. It's flipping Blackburn, and they scored 2 in 10 minutes past where it's you know what it is. It's flipping typical Newcastle. It's always the same. They never make out easy. We can't just have a nice night, chill out, have a laugh. They've got to put through stress and trauma before we get a win.
Talking about stress, Adam Armstrong getting the first goal, didn't celebrate, which was nice to see because it was right in front of the Newcastle fans. So Blackburn really do anything spectacular, did they?
This is a review of the game, and this video, and the second half, there's nothing to review. It was just boring, terrible, just awful. There's nothing to really say about it, mate. It's just one of them. It's totally awful. We didn't have any urgency, nor did Blackburn. Blackburn only looked threatening when they brought Bradley Dack on, which I like the look of. Actually, good player. That's the only time they looked urgent. And when we looked to take the initiative was when Perez came on, and you could tell in extra time against tired legs. He showed that he was a step above these, and he really put them to the sword, which is good for us. Yeah, you
touched on it. The extra time was crucial for us. We are bigger guns with the likes of Hayden and Perez. If you look at other Premier League teams, they can look at 20, 30 million pound players. But as you've mentioned, we got 2 goals quickly, and it killed the game off, which we needed to do because we didn't want to be looking at penalties and another 10 minutes of tough football to watch.
Well, even at 4-2, I'm thinking, you know what it is, they've came back twice. They've came back from 2-0, so why can't they do it 4-4? Because I had that little faithful defence today. Because Sterry, he's a wicked lad. I've met him once or twice, but he got torn to shreds tonight, didn't he? He did. I don't want to rip into him, but he got torn to shreds, mate. He really did. He had a really rough night. They targeted him and they took the piss out of him, mate.
I slightly disagree. I thought he was okay. I thought going forward he was better.
He got a couple of headers in corners, mate, which saved potential goals. But I just thought when they got the ball at him, he really struggled. Just their fullback struggled with Murphy in the second half. It's very similar to that. He just couldn't handle the pace, mate.
You talked about Bradley Dack. He had a big chance before Newcastle score the 3rd goal with Hosselu.
Yeah.
If they score that, do you think we're out of the FA Cup?
Yeah. I mean, it was a big chance that really. It was a difference, mate. Lee touched on it when we were walking up to the car. That it was a difference, mate. I think even if it was on target, I think Woodman had it covered, but huge chance for Blackburn to go through there, and they blew it, thankfully for us.
Perez gets the goal after Hosselu taps one in from close range following the keeper spilling it from a Ritchie shot.
Blackburn, no disrespect to them, are that bad. Jocelyn managed to score past them. You know it's bad when he's scoring goals past you. Seriously, come on.
And then Perez gets a goal at first 2 minutes of the second half of extra time, and you're thinking, well, job done. And it was nice to see him get on the score sheet. Hopefully a bit of confidence going into the Cardiff game.
Massive shout out to Perez because he really took the game to Blackburn when he came on. he changed the game.
Yeah, Mark's is quickly just saying that victory after extra time tonight guarantees Newcastle will play more minutes in the FA Cup this season than in any other during the entire Mike Ashley era. We're only in the 4th round. We'll touch upon that a little bit later on.
I'll touch upon that in my fan cam. The night of at Ewood Park was the first away win in the FA Cup under the Mike Ashley era. It just shows what a flipping dickhead he is and how much little ambition we have. But what were you saying?
Just about Perez, confidence, getting a good finish, killed the game off.
Yeah.
Confidence for the game against Cardiff on
difference
Saturday.
Maker. Like, big shout out to Perez. He gets a lot of stick a lot of the time, but today he was brilliant. So big up Perez. Yeah.
Let's see what Rafa Benitez has to say about his side going through to the 4th round to take on Watford.
Yeah, it's true. I think that was a difficult game in the end because we started really well. 2-0 up, we have another chance that could be the difference, but we conceded 2 goals. They were pushing and pushing, and then we needed to react. And I think that everybody was working really hard, and the fresh legs in the extra time gave us a little bit of advantage.
And we're back. And we've got Watford in the 4th round, but before that, Kyle, we've got a massive game, and I think this is the biggest game of the season against Cardiff. Cardiff are a point ahead of us. We're in the bottom 3. We win, we go out the bottom 3. I was looking at it, and people saying 120 minutes isn't going to be good, but only 2 players I think are going to potentially could start the game with the 2 centre midfielders. And if they're both hopefully Hayden hasn't come away with a bad knock, it's not the end of the world, really, is it?
Is Diarmi back?
Well, he might be, but I'm just saying he wasn't involved today, so we've got to kind of look at the only 2 midfielders we've got at the minute.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a huge game Saturday, isn't it? Like, honestly, I didn't think it would be that big of a game against Cardiff. Like, when I looked at the calendar for the first time, seeing the fixtures. But it's huge. We've got to get behind the team, regardless of Ashley and Charnley and like the cold, horrible mood around the club at the minute. We've got to get behind the team on Saturday. Like, we've got to really get behind them and make sure we get 3 points on Saturday, because it's one of them, mate, where it could change our season. We need a boost at home. We haven't won at home in what, 3-4 now. We can't even beat Blackburn at home. That's how bad things are. Like, it's just we need a win Saturday. Like. I know in Newcastle, if we're going to win, it'll be just a 1-0 or something, just a scrappy game.
I'll take that though.
I mean, I'd take it, but it's a huge game, and I think the lads know that as well. They'll be up for it, and I hope we can really send a message to the rest of the teams in the bottom couple of teams to say we're staying in this league. I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle given we've got no investment, but got to get behind the team there Saturday.
You look at the next 3 games after the Cardiff game: Man City at home, Tottenham away, and Wolves away. Newcastle Fans TV will be at all those games as well.
Spot on.
For me, we've got to try and get 3 points, because I'd be very surprised if we get more than a point out of those next 3. I would imagine if after this Wolves game we're not in the bottom 3, it'll be down to luck more than anything else.
I've said this off camera to several of my mates and that, last season, a game changer for us in terms of our form was when we beat Man United at home. I'm not going to stand here and say, oh, we'll hammer Man City, we'll beat them. But if we can beat one of them big teams, either Tottenham away or City at home, or even Wolves away, because they're a good side as well,
doing really well.
It would really give them a kick up the arse, what we need. I know Cardiff will be a big help if we beat them, but beating one of them big teams would really kick on what we need to do at home, mate. Because after the Man U game, when we beat them, I think we went on a 4-win streak at home, and that at this point of the season would be huge for us. Burnley are doing it right now. They've won a couple at home in a row, so we need to try and do the same. We need to respond, because if we don't, we're going to get relegated, mate. That's the reality.
Do you agree with Kyle? Do you think Newcastle will get relegated if they don't pick up all 3 points against Cardiff on Saturday? And what did you also make of our midfield in particular today? Longstaff, was absolutely brilliant. I thought today. Had Hayden alongside him for most of the second half. Do you think Hayden starts for us against Cardiff, or do you think that if Diarmi's fit or if Shelby's fit, he go above him?
If Hayden starts, it's because we've got no one else. That's the only reason I'd play him. Longstaff, though, I thought he was class today. I think he's learnt a lot from Key, with his calmness on the ball and how composed he is at passing. He's fantastic at that, and I think honestly when they come back, I think he is in contention to still play games, because he's done really well, and you could see his effort tonight. He run every play of grass tonight, so fair play to the lad, and I think he does deserve more than a look in when obviously the big guns come back, and Shelby and Key and Diarmé eventually. So I think he deserves a shout. Definitely above Hayden.
Longstaff above Hayden, that's a nice way to end things off, as Longstaff puts in a man of the match performance. Get your comments in. Do you think we'll get past Watford in the 4th round? Like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you at the next game.